Hi, I'm Will from Test Time at SEA 2012 with Christian Bombeck of Alpha Dominche. You have built the Steampunk, which is something that I've never seen before. Can you tell me a little bit about this coffee machine?
Sure. It's a new method for brewing coffee. It's a bit of a combination between an automated siphon brewer and a French press. It's a lot cleaner than a French press, and the time it takes to brew coffee is far less than a siphon brewer or a pour over.
So explain how this mechanism works a little bit. It looks like you put coffee in the top and then you push steam and water in from a big boiler or something like that?
Sure, yeah. We have this huge boiler. It's built in the machine right there. It's a 20-liter boiler, stainless steel. It's a huge heat sink, and what we use is a set of manifolds, and the manifolds control hot water, cold water, and steam into the crucibles. And what we do there is heat water to a precise temperature, then present coffee to the water, and once the coffee is in the water, we can use steam, cold water, and hot water to maintain set point, or to mix the coffee, or to aerate the coffee.
So the aeration is going to agitate and give you the kind of stir that you get when you make a normal siphon and swirl the top, right?
Yeah, so you can set brew time, brew temperature, the level of aeration you'd like. We think that it may do something different, and that's because instead of just stirring it, we're adding ultra hot steam for a hundredth of a second, and it's bringing some flavors out that we haven't seen before.
This is something I've never seen. I mean, I've never seen an automated siphon before. What was the inspiration? What was the impetus?
I think siphon coffee is my favorite sort of coffee. I think it tastes the best, and I owned a coffee house and coffee roastery for 10 years. And I wanted a way that was reasonable to serve my customers siphon coffee.
I love that there's 4 different heads on the machine, and it seems like there's kind of some flair when you're doing the brew. Can you tell me a little bit about the 4 different heads and like what you can do with 4?
So we call them crucibles. There's 4 different crucibles, and they're all programmable, so you can essentially put different brew recipes into each crucible. So you can work with 4 different coffees, at the same time, and brew those, particular to each coffee, and what it needs. And you'll find in one crucible that say a Panamanian will do great, and a Bolivian will do okay. So it's really important, that people understand that there's a high level of automation, but at the end of the day, it's still the barista, the coffee roaster, and the people operating the machines that are going to really make these coffees sing or not.
So you're going to want to dial in specific for beans and roast.
We've tried to automate everything that we can, but in the sense, the barista is still a huge, it's the main part of the picture.
When will we see the Steampunk in cafes and where?
I think late August, early September, we'll be releasing them to the market.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Christian. It's a fantastic machine. I love the coffee so far.
Well, thank you. Thanks for your time.
So we'll be back with more from SEA 2012. I'm Will. See you guys later.